So the Impulsive podcast had an interesting take on Andrew Tate's cancellation.
So when Andrew Tate, to the people watching his content in a entertaining way, in a way that he can lead you from thought A to thought B in a cohesive way, when he becomes your idol, your God, the person you look up to as a creator online, because that's what kids are doing nowadays, right? You're at home, sure you have your parents, sure you have your friends, but who do you admire online? Who are you watching? Who's influencing you? Influencers, influence. Andrew Tate had a lot of it, right? When the one take comes out that says something, women are your property.
If your friend has a heart attack, you're not going to give him CPR because that's gay. If it's a dude, like there's a million different fucking takes that are ridiculous.
Wait, he said that?
Yes, and you're right.
Why is this guy acting like Andrew Tate was being serious about that? Andrew Tate said it himself, he's not trying to be boring, he's trying to be entertaining.
You've ruined the stream, everyone wants you out of it, so either change tune and get with the program and be fun, or keep sitting there and talking sarcastic and really slowly and repeating yourself and talking about how you only believe what you see on the internet, because no one really gives a fuck, and it's boring. So let's move on to something fun, let's get the tempo up.
So the fact that he said that as entertainment and you're taking it as him being serious is at the very best dishonest. And let's just say that he wasn't pretending, he was being dead ass serious. Why in the hell were you laughing when you were saying it? You literally were gonna laugh when you were saying it, but then you drew it back. You find Andrew Tate funny. What's the problem?
We talked about this on the show with Jake. The issue becomes the sentiment and how the person is received is dependent on the audience member, and his audience is a very young, impressionable, inexperienced crowd of young men who, by the way, fit into a current visceral uprising that exists in this world to overthrow some long-standing movements towards the further validation and credibility of women and other protected parties.
Look, kids are not as dumb as he's making them out to be. Kids are taking in so much information, and it's up to the parents to guide them on the information that they're given. So the fact that you guys act like kids see something on the internet and they go and do it is just stupid.
I don't know that I have so much of a problem with him, you know, boosting men and making men feel like powerful in their place, but
well, yeah, you're an idiot if you do.
The question just becomes at what cost? And I think we some of his takes have represented what that cost could potentially be.
And you always have to remember, at the end of the day, again, the platforms that ban him can do whatever the fuck they want. Talk about your freedom of speech all you want.
But that's what he's calling out.
Okay, calling out what though? Because freedom of speech, go for it, brother. You can say whatever you want. Go in the courtyard of the mall,
scream,
stand on a fucking table and say whatever you want. But when you are now at the mercy of, you know, an organization that has brought you the visibility that you so desperately seek, and now you want to not play by the rules, like that's just not gonna work.
Okay, these guys are completely misrepresenting what the conversation actually is. The conversation isn't whether or not the social media platforms have a right to ban them. The conversation is it right? So I really don't appreciate that they're completely misrepresenting what the conversation actually is.
You know where I stand on this. We made a lot of jokes when this stuff was first coming up, and you guys made the jokes about me shaving my head, blah, 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 so on and so forth, and it led to, you know, him following me probably and saying this guy is going to be an ally, which he now knows that I'm not. Okay, and has called me out multiple times and called me Logan Paul's boyfriend.
Well, you are my boyfriend.
Yeah, maybe.
As I'm yours.
You're scared of getting canceled, that's why.
I don't like the censorship. I've said this before.
Nobody does.
What does it take for one, personally, to go, you know what? That person probably shouldn't be given a voice on a platform, right? Because when you have, again, a smart, articulate, entertaining orator that kind of makes sense sometimes and has a shitload of visibility and now has an army of people subscribing to his agenda, that's actually a dangerous agenda. And
I'm sorry, bro, but it kind of just sounds like you're describing yourself.
And the guy who died should be lucky to be in Logan Paul's vlogs. I'd do anything, even that, to be in Logan Paul's vlogs, because you get recognized by a lot of people, you know, millions of people, And since I'm a maverick, we do different things. So even though a normal person would not film it, we're mavericks, so we film it anyway.
Opportunity to spread their word, and then bad shit happens. So where's your line in the sand? Do we want to let Andrew Tate keep doing this before his subscribers of little fucking TikTok schoolboys start doing negative bad shit to women? Inspired?
No, they already are. It's already spawning.
Where is the proof? You guys are talking a whole lot of crap with zero basis for anything you guys are saying. Where is the proof?
His rhetoric is already starting to spawn a full-on next wave of little baby gimp Andrew Tate children. You can see them. They're starting to rise up. And here's the issue.
The only people that see something on the internet and actively go do it are idiots. So for you guys to suggest that little boys are gonna watch Andrew Tate once and start going to do everything that he does is, you guys are basically calling boys idiots.
Is up. And here's the issue. They're not as well spoken. They're not as they don't have a few good takes. They're on the internet talking terrible about women, talking terrible about a lot of things that he probably understands at his 37-year-old age point that these people just don't get. And they're getting the same level of respect from the audience, and they're starting to build audiences of their own. And so you're already starting to see the ripple effect of it.
What the hell is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? I've literally never seen it. Granted, I'm not on TikTok, but what the fuck are we talking about? Whenever I see Andrew Tate on the internet, it's either Andrew Tate himself or it's someone talking negatively about Andrew Tate. It's never someone supporting his ideas or saying, hell yeah, bro, that's what the fuck it is. I've literally never seen a child do that, never.
I'm telling you, I've been saying it on the show for a long time now. TikTok is vicious. It's a vicious community of this type of activity. You go in the audience, you got a guy and a girl arguing, and the people in the audience, all dudes. I believe in equal rights and lefts. Equal rights for women and equal lefts too. You know what I'm saying? Like the jokes about violence towards women, about, you know, that type of activity are at a height right now.
Did you just hear yourself? Jokes! You are sitting next to a guy and hosting a show with a guy that literally laughs at suicide victims. And yet you're mad about a joke?
Here's the other thing that I want to speak on, because I have a extremely keen and unrelatable understanding of what it's like to be canceled by the entire world.
No, you do not. Stop comparing yourself to Andrew Tate. With Logan Paul, the people wanted to cancel you. With Andrew Tate, the platform wants to cancel him. So with Logan saying that I know what it's like to be canceled by the world, no, you know what it's like to be canceled by the people. You have no idea what it's like to be silenced. There's levels to this cancellation stuff.
He had it it wasn't an apology video per se, but it was like an hour plus long video.
I tried to
not available on any of the platforms, obviously.
It was his website.
Manifesto, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to watch it, dude, but it was like when somebody starts out with like, okay, it all started when I was 3 in Chicago.
That's another thing.
What?
I didn't want to.
I literally have no idea who the other two are, but this guy with the beard, I know is a religious man. At least he claims to be a religious man. Since he completely failed to follow his word of God, let me help him real quick. Matthew 7 verse 1 and 2. Do not judge or you will be judged. For the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the same measure you use, it will be measured to you. The fact that you openly admit you have no idea what this guy says or does.
I've never watched any of his shit to make an assumption like that.
And for him to come out with the videos explaining his side of the story and you just can't get through it because when you started at 3.
I watch these apology videos or these like accountability videos, let's call them, right? I watched this guy who's actually probably fucking evil.
All right, man, my head hurts too much. So when someone like Logan Paul says that, hey, this guy's genuinely an evil and genuinely a bad person, I go through his history and say, okay, well, if he's genuinely evil and genuinely bad, what the fuck are you? You've slept with your brother's girlfriend. You jumped into the lake in Italy. That's forbidden.
It's forbidden. It's forbidden. Okay, you cannot do that. I'll do later.
You made in front of a suicide victim.
But this morning, Logan Paul is in some hot water after he posted a video allegedly showing the body of a person who recently committed suicide.
Compared to Andrew Tate, who says some off-colored stuff on the internet. I totally understand why these guys are doing this though. They are scared to death of getting canceled. But what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know in that comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and everybody, just remember, I am a nobody from nowhere, so really, what do I know? Peace.
Yeah.